Hey, gals, guys, and otherwise, welcome to Commentary Edition, the show where I talk, I guess. I'm Jonathan O. Roselion, and you probably know my videos as something that I spend a lot of time writing and do a lot of takes for the voiceover and edit to death. And Commentary Edition is going to be my thing where I just sit down and do it in one take and just hit play and talk, and it's gonna go really well. It's gonna go great. I'm really pumped for it. It's not gonna go great. Let's find out. So yeah, this is gonna be especially fun today because it's like 7 in the morning, and medically speaking, technically I am still asleep. Like, it is a miracle of science that I am talking right now, because I'm tired, is what I'm saying. But hey, let's jump in. Whew, play. Ooh, okay, so this was the image of the video. This is why I was like, oh, I should make this video, because it was just that music, flames, I guess that's like cinders, but I was like, oh, my videos are gonna be so cool now, so epic. And then I have to pause it because I have to step on any cool thing I do. So I get three comments I see over and over and over again on this video. The third most common is, there is no movie. What are you talking about? There's no Avatar movie in Ba Sing Se. It's not good. I watched it again for this video. It wasn't a good idea. It's really not good. And I remember the visual effects being cool, but now going back to it, it's like, it's so much less. Oh my gosh. I mean, yeah. It's so much less cinematic than the show. It's ugh. But yeah, that's a popular one. Okay, so coming up here, off the top of my head, it was such a nightmare. I probably 25 takes to do that. It's all in one go. It's all in one, like, breath. I'm stupid. And then I spent even longer making that title card. And then my signature spoilers. It's okay. It is so hard to say spoilers quickly. I don't know why. My way of doing it, I figured out, if you just say spoiler after, like, spoiler, but leave, like, draw that S out a bit, it sounds like you're saying spoilers, and it is a lot easier to wrap your brain around. Second most common comment, Gary Sue. Turns out it's a Gary Stew, according to everyone. I don't care. My joke's funnier. Oh, Sokka. Who doesn't love Sokka? So here's my history with Avatar. Is when I first saw it, my friend Ben was like, "Oh, it's great. It's a good show." I tried watching like half an episode, and I was like, this animation isn't very pretty, because I was used to, like, you know, at that point, probably like Cowboy Bebop or something. And I guess I didn't see any of the action sequences, because the action sequences in the show are so flippin' gorgeous. But yeah, so I was like, I don't really care about the show. And then he was like, okay, well, I'm gonna make you go see the movie that came out today. You'll like the show after that, surely. I saw it I spent like $12 on this movie. Such a bummer. But then about 3 years ago, my girlfriend at the time, now wife, she was like, this is my favorite show ever. She was talking about Avatar, and for so long I thought she was talking about the movie. I'm sorry. And I was like, I didn't know someone could be so obsessed with this movie. But I was like, okay, I'll watch it. I'll give it a shot. Watched the first episode. I was like, all right, this has some impressive lore. This is pretty cool. It's a little childish, but I'll give it a shot. And every single episode just got better and better and better. And for me, like, my enjoyment and appreciation of the series is just like a 45-degree upward line of just like, this is so good, this is so epic. And then like it literally peaks at the last episode. Like, I was, when that show ended, I was just angry because I was like, they stopped the show and it was at the best part. It was so good. I love it so much. Okay. Last Jedi stuff. It is, I'm probably going to do another video on this because I am so amazed at how bizarrely, what did this movie do to you that you feel the need to just, I've gotten 100 comments that are just, Last Jedi sucks. Like, okay. Like, I don't go around commenting on everything that I think sucks. Like, that's depressing. You can do better stuff with your life. I don't, and like, why do you feel so, it's totally cool if you think that movie sucks, whatever. But like, that's you. Like, you don't need me to feel the same way. It's not a moral obligation. I don't care. I'm not gonna fall into that trap. No more talking about that. But yeah, I really like that title there, the absolute lowest point. That is the moment. There's always something where I figure out something new, because this is only my 3rd video. Figure out something new like halfway through the video, and then suddenly like how I do that thing changes throughout the entire video. Like I think with Hamilton, I figured out like drop shadows look really cool on like footage and stuff. So like towards the end of that video, all of a sudden there's just a bunch of drop shadows. But this one was the changing of the font size and the typography and making everything look real cool. So this video, I sat down and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get this done in 3 days. I want to have a 2-week creation process for each video. So I'm gonna go and see if I can edit this whole thing in, or I think I said 5 days, and then it ended up being 3. And it's not good. It's not sustainable. I don't like it. I think I edited it. My average is a minute of footage per day of editing per like 5 hours or something. And I did like 8 minutes in one day. There's just like the whole middle chunk of the video. I did it all at once, and it was a nightmare. Okay. Literal Nazis. Here we go. So that's the #1 most frequent comment is literal Nazis. The #1 comment is there aren't any Nazis. And I see a lot of oh, I misspelled forever there. That's another common one. But there's this, I keep seeing like, we beat the Nazis in the 40s. So there aren't any more Nazis, which is kind of like saying, oh, we killed Jesus 2,000 years ago, so there aren't any more Christians. It doesn't make, if you consider yourself a Nazi, if you're out there waving a Nazi flag and wearing a swastika and heiling, you call yourself a Nazi, hold all those beliefs, you are a Nazi. That's how it works. And I've gotten a lot of criticism of, oh, you're a hypocrite. You don't forgive Nazis for their mistakes. And if there's someone out there who sincerely believes that Nazis are good and it's the right thing to do to be a Nazi, then, and their culture has taught them that, then yeah, that's a mistake. But the thing is, if you grew up in America, and if you went to our school system beyond the 3rd grade, you are taught that Nazis are bad. That is synonymous with evil, is Nazism. And so you are making a choice to do something that you know is evil. Oh, and sorry for the chorus spoilers here. I should have called it out. But it's so cool, he has a dragon. But yeah, I don't think Nazis are making it. Like, it's not a whoopsie if you're a Nazi. Oops. I thought Nazis were cool. I thought they were everything I saw. They were the good guys, right? Never. You know Nazis are bad. So, fight me. God, that's my favorite shot of the whole series. It's so good. Look at, if someone showed me that as like the first thing I saw for Avatar, I was like, give me all this show. And yeah, the lion turtle. God, lion turtles are so cool. This show is so cool, guys. I also get asked a lot how I feel about Korra. And I actually like Korra a lot. I think but I have a theory as to why and why other people don't. The thing is, when I finished Avatar, I also had all of Korra to watch immediately, and I was like, I need more of this. I'm gonna literally next day I started watching Korra, and I was like, the animation is so good. It's not as I grew to love the goofiness and the joyousness of the original show so much, and that just wasn't really there. It was a lot more, I guess, mature, and the characters aren't as endearing, or like Mako. I don't really care. Who cares about Mako? But I can see why people who had watched Avatar for years, and in their mind, this is what Avatar was, and then they watch Korra, and it's like, this isn't Avatar, and they wanted more Avatar. So I totally get why people don't like it, but I personally love it. I didn't have that long-term commitment to it. Okay. I was a bit iffy about ending the video this way, because it seems like sort of a douchey move, but turns out people like it. Turns out. Who could it be? He's just the best.
Uncle Iroh. Huh. My mistake.
So this title card, I by hand made masks around the flames on each frame to cover the text. Like, I get these ideas in my head where it's like, okay, I see it. I'm gonna keep working on it until I actually end up doing it. And when I said, the rest of the video took 3 days to edit. That one took I don't know, 4 hours to figure. I had to learn it. And it turns out there are easier ways to do it that I could have done, and I didn't do it. That's how most of these go. I'm sure there is a much easier way to do everything I do. But I'm dumb and stubborn and think I'm smarter than everyone else, and therefore am dumber than everyone else. Hey, it's a mistake. It's not even a mistake anymore. I know it's dumb. Oh. There it is. Yeah. Sorry. I'm sorry about that. Yeah. And always stay tuned to the end of every video, because I always slip in a little joke. Like I will with this video. Let's watch it. But first, thank you, Gals, Guys, and Otherwise, so much for checking out Commentary Edition. These are gonna get better. This is my first try. This is literally my first take. And yeah, I'm pumped to do this. This is nice to just talk. It's obviously not as polished, but it feels more vulnerable, and I guess you get to know who I am in non-script form. That person might be just the worst and really boring and grating. I don't know. But hey, I like talking to you. You're a good listener. So anyway, welcome to the Patreon, and thank you for watching. Many more to come. Go check out all the other cool stuff, and as always, go make stuff. I can't think of a joke for the end of the video. I can't think of a joke!